Time now to take a quick look at what else made news around the world. Time for Gravitas Global Headlines.
Omicron subvariant XBB.1.5, which now accounts for a quarter of US COVID-19 cases, could become the dominant strain in Europe within a few months. Mathematical modeling done by the European Centre for Disease Prevention and Control suggests that the subvariant, which is the most transmissible to date, could become the dominant variant in the European Union after 1 to 2 months. The agency says that for the general population, the risk associated with the variant is estimated to be low. A New York judge fined Donald Trump's family business the maximum penalty available of $1.6 million for committing tax fraud. The fine is symbolically significant as the ex-president eyes the White House again amid a host of legal woes. The Trump Corporation and Trump Payroll Corp., entities of the Trump Organization, were found guilty last month of running a years-long scheme to defraud and evade taxes through falsifying business records. They were convicted on all 17 counts following a trial, marking the first time the companies had ever been convicted of crimes. Indian Prime Minister flags off the world's longest cruise, MV Ganga Vilas, for its first journey from India's northern city of Varanasi. MV Ganga Vilas will be covering 3,200 kilometers, encompassing 27 river systems over a span of 51 days. The Prime Minister said this will ensure that several tourism spots in India appear more prominently on the world tourism map. The longest river cruise will touch major cities including Patna, Kolkata, Bodh Gaya, Majuli and Sundarbans, and will even pass through neighboring Bangladesh's Dhaka. Hundreds of Mogadishu residents attend a rally called by the government to protest against Al-Shabaab, an insurgent group based in Somalia. President Hassan Sheikh Mohammed was greeted by cheers from those who attended the rally and vowed to protect the people of Somalia from Al-Shabaab. Somalia's government and allied clan militias have forced the militants from some territories since launching a major offensive last August, but Al-Shabaab has retaliated with a string of attacks. The group has been waging an insurgency against Somalia's government since 2007. In a move to limit the influence of former President Nursultan Nazarbayev and his family, Kazakhstan revoked a law that granted great authority to the veteran leader. Nazarbayev ruled the energy-rich Central Asian country with an iron fist from 1991 to 2019. The upper house of parliament awarded the title of Elbasi, which means head of the nation, to Nazarbayev in 2019, when his daughter was its chairwoman. The title of Elbasi gave Nazarbayev huge influence over politics, and his loyalists retained control of the energy-rich country's economy. British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak met with First Minister of Scotland, Nicola Sturgeon, as he visited the country. This is Sunak's first official visit to Scotland since taking office in October, and comes at a time when both countries are struggling with mass strikes, high inflation and a cost of living crisis. A joint announcement on the meeting is due to come later today. An announcement on the delivery of UK government funding to create high-skilled green jobs in Scotland is expected. The Customs and Border Protection has started the construction work on a project to close gaps in the US-Mexico border wall that was built under former President Donald Trump in Yuma. The gaps are along a section of border near the Morelos Dam, the last dam through which the water from Colorado River passes through before entering Mexico. Japan's Prime Minister Fumio Kishida says that Canada shares his country's concerns regarding North Korea's nuclear activities. While joining Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau at a news conference, Kishida acknowledged Canada's increased engagement in the Indo-Pacific region as a Pacific state. On Thursday, the United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres said that the onus is on North Korea to return to talks about giving up its nuclear weapons program. North Korea has been subjected to UN sanctions since 2006 over its nuclear and ballistic missile programs. The Hockey World Cup in India is officially underway. World number 1 Australia began their campaign with an 8-0 thrashing of France. Meanwhile, 2016 Olympic champions Argentina edged South Africa 1-0 in the tournament opener. Manchester City footballer Benjamin Mendy has been found not guilty of 6 counts of rape and 1 count of sexual assault. The 28-year-old will face a retrial after the jury was unable to reach verdicts on a charge of raping one woman and attempting to rape another.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.